Hey folks, this is Vincent Ali with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Orcs Must Die Deathtrap. It's important to stress that this is a preview build, so stuff is still subject to change. The game is releasing on January 28th, 2025, and according to my press sheet, the price is going to be $30. So, Orcs Must Die is a franchise that I think both Idly and I really enjoy playing. We've played all three of them. We like the co-op aspect of 2 and 3. And this game has 6 different war mages that you'll be able to cycle between at will. You can just change between them. Each one has different primary attacks and special abilities that they can activate. And there's even a supercharge ability that they can do once you've, I guess, killed enough enemies, or I think you have to charge your combo meter or something like that. But once you do, it's a very powerful ability. And I have to stress, we just got our press keys today. We haven't had a whole lot of time to play this. We played it for about 2 or 3 hours now. So this is more of a first impressions video rather than a full-blown review. If we had gotten the keys earlier, I'd be happy to do a full-blown review, but we're limited on time here. So you've got this fortress, and you're going to roam around it. You can interact with the different NPCs in that fortress to do different things. This is a rogue light, meaning there's permanent progression. You're going to go on a run, and you're going to come back with skulls, and you're going to spend those skulls in different areas of the castle. And it's a grind, let me tell you. And from my understanding, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of maps. You choose one of 3 different maps when you go on a mission. And each mission has like a specific like variant to it that you have to do. Like barracks or barricades, for example, may not be able to be moved once you build them. So you have to pay attention to that too when you're picking your mission. There's a trap shop. You'll be earning these golden skulls, and you can add new traps to your arsenal. So that's a thing. You can even upgrade those traps if you want to. That just costs regular skulls. And when you click on one to upgrade, you'll be able to choose like damage, or you can upgrade it in one of 3 different ways, and that's going to spend skulls to do that. And yeah, so you're going to be spending a lot of time going back and forth on missions and coming here and just upgrading everything. There's even a skill tree. The main part of the skill tree is universal across all 6 characters, whereas off to the left, there's an individual skill tree. So if you put points over there, it only matters for that character. And as far as the characters are concerned, I mean, they're pretty cool so far. Like, each one does different things. The one I played was the huge bear, and he was more like a healing guy. He even though he was a brute, I was able to heal with him, and he was very tanky, hard to control a little bit, but he was really tanky. I liked his abilities. He could put down like a little, not turret, but it was like a little totem that healed everyone around him. And I also played the crossbow guy, and I really like him. He's squishier, but he does a lot of damage at range, which is kind of cool. And I think I played, at first you were, was it
Sophie the cat?
Sophie the cat. Yeah. She's like a little thief or something.
Yeah.
How did you like her?
So far she's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, I really like her. Even though she's melee, she has like a good feedback. Like the fighting in this game, the combat in this game has really good, feel good
that
feedback.
Force feedback. Yeah,
And she's fun to play. She's very quick, very mobile. And she has her bodyguard that she can summon. So
and it follows you around, too. Mm-hmm. And in the second and third one, you can put, like, archers down or whatever. But in they're stationary. But here, you can actually get followers.
Yeah, and I like the little references to the throwbacks on Orcs Must Die 3, because he'll say quotes from it. It's really funny.
Mm-hmm. And the other character you were was, what were you?
The girl,
You were a mechanic?
Yeah, I was a mechanic as well. Yeah.
Okay.
I was the mechanic guy. He was fun. A little heavy, you know. But he's like he's like a mix of a sniper, and he's very weapon focused, I will say that.
Okay.
And then the girl who was the mage, she was okay. She reloads a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to try out all of them. Although the girl with the blunderbuss weapon, she looks like she has like a shotgun, and she's like all about explosives, and I love that, so I'm excited to play her soon.
That's cool. And after 6 stages, if you survive, you'll have the opportunity to either go forward and get more skulls, or just leave and go back to the fortress.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we've been doing up to this point because we're still weak. As part of a roguelite, you are very weak until you start spending your skulls on skills and upgrading your turrets. And I should also mention, when you come back to the fortress, you also unlock new threads. Let me explain what those are. Every wave that you do, you can choose one of 3 cards. They're called threads. And it's like a deck builder, kind of, sort of. You're going to be getting more cards the more waves you survive. But at the end of your run, all of those threads go away. So those threads are only active for the run that you're currently in. So it's a way of buffing and debuffing your character and your turrets for that run only.
Traps.
The traps, what'd I say, turrets?
Turrets.
Yeah, well, there are turrets.
They are.
There are turrets, yeah. So, you're going to be, those threads are temporary for that run, whereas the skill tree and the trap upgrades in the castle, those are permanent.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an interesting twist as well. I don't know how I feel about the card system, but I kind of like that each mission feels a little different, even though it's the same map. Just it feels different because I'm picking different cards.
It does.
Mm-hmm. Did you like the card system?
I liked the card system so far. It's okay. It's not too like wowy, for me, because it's like 25% chance here, 25% chance there, chance this, chance that, and so I don't know. I don't know if I would feel a difference with or without the cards. So I'm just kind of waiting. What's cool
to unlock more.
Yeah, what's cool is that there's like these little different in-game achievements that you can do, or you'll automatically complete as you're playing the game, that'll unlock new threads. Maybe they're more powerful, who knows. But I'm excited to try more of those. Yeah,
I will say the maps themselves, even though there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of them, they're very big and they're very open, and it's like part of me is overwhelmed a little bit when I'm first getting into these maps. And like we spent a good 10-15 minutes on our first couple of times, like trying to get a handle on these maps, where they're going, and you have a limited number of barricades. They're free, unlike the other games. Like in the other games, you had to actually pay for the barricades, and you had unlimited, so as long as you could pay for them. But in this game, you have limited barricades. They're free, and you have to kind of puzzle out where best to place them. And I have a feeling there's going to be a meta, because there's few maps and there's few barricades, so there's going to be an ideal setup every single time. So it's just a matter of figuring that out just as you continue playing. But
yeah, until then, I'm not really too fond of the maps themselves. They remind me of the siege maps in the Orcs Must Die 3, or was it 2? I don't know.
3. They were wide open.
Big,
they were big, wide open. You had the special. Yeah. That was 3.
Okay. Yeah, it reminds me of that.
Yeah, you can contribute, instead of placing archers as a trap like you could in 2 and 3, there are specific spots on the map where you can summon them, and you have to spend your currency to do it. There's also little loot goblins that will show up from time to time. You can shoot them and coins fall out of their back. I remember there being like a Mr. Moneybags or something or other from like the 3rd one that you could shoot, kill, and get money from. But this one runs around all over the place, and you have to chase him. That's different from what I'm used to seeing. But everything else is very similar to Orcs Must Die, in the sense that, it's a wave system. You're going to be putting traps down in between waves, trying to plan out where they're going to go, and put your traps down to stop. It's typical tower defense that way. How did you feel about the game in general?
I like the game in general so far. I do wish that it would ease you in a little bit, instead of just like the 4 or 5 maps that they have. I wish that there were more smaller maps that would just kind of ease you a little bit into the game, so you can get used to some of the traps and some of your character abilities. But a lot of these traps are from the old games, so I can see why they didn't do that, because people who are familiar with the franchise are familiar with these traps. But overall, I'm really enjoying this game, and we haven't come across like the chests or the secret stuff that they have, and I'm really excited to to keep playing and discover those.
Yeah, there's secret stuff, but we've been finding, we don't want to spoil it in this particular video, but there is stuff to find and unlock. I'll just simply say that. So there's more to the game than what you're seeing, in here. And personally, as far as the map sizes, I'm not a fan of big, complex, windy, loopy maps. I don't like that. I like small, straight shot maps that I can kind of just chill to. This stressed me out. Like the map sizes, if I have to keep running from one side to the other to watch things, like it tires me out. There was a couple of maps in Orcs Must Die 3, I think it was, where the maps were really small, they were endless, and I just had fun chilling and just grinding. Like, that was fun to me. With these, it's just, it tires me out.
Yeah, I think the problem too is like there's a first floor and a second floor. I hope there's no maps that have a third floor. That's gonna, oh my gosh. But yeah, so far though, I'm really liking it. I love the way it looks. I think the graphics are wonderful. I don't care too much for the characters. They're kind of like whatever, except for the cat. I love the cat and the bear. The
cat and the bear are your favorites
because they're animals,
right? I miss like Magnus from the third one, like the mage guy. I wish I had him, but there didn't seem to be a mage in this one other than that bear.
And the chick was the mage.
Oh, she was a mage. Yeah. I didn't play her yet.
Okay.
And you liked her?
She was okay. She was fun. I liked her. What's cool is that the previous playable characters are now teachers. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. I do like, because you can talk to Max, I think, right away. There's little tutorial videos. I highly recommend when you jump into the game for the first time, there are tutorial videos that will teach you how the game is played and the like. So that's a lot of fun. Yeah,
this is a lot harder, but it goes without saying that, when you start off a roguelite, you're going to become weaker. So it is going to be really harder. But, I'm hoping that as we play more, we'll get stronger.
Do you feel the gameplay is addicting enough to continue playing for a long time to unlock everything?
Oh, yeah. I think so. Because I love the combat. And watching those orcs get blown up is really fun.
Yeah.
So
it is satisfying.
It is. It's a satisfying thing.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. I hope you found this enjoyable and helpful. Like I said, if we had gotten our press keys earlier, we would have had more information for you, probably, maybe a couple of guides. But for right now, this will just have to do. $30 again, coming out in about 9 hours. So add it to your wish list and check it out if you like Orcs Must Die at all. This is Vincent Lee. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all next time. Take care.
Bye, guys.